Let me tell you about Tommy. Sweet little Tommy with his messy black hair and curious eyes. The kind of kid who'd wave at strangers and rescue spiders from the bathtub. But Tommy had a secret, the kind that made his parents' skin crawl whenever he mentioned his friend in the basement. You see, Tommy's friend wasn't like the usual imaginary companions other kids had. It wasn't a purple dinosaur or a talking teddy bear. It didn't even have a name, and most importantly, it wasn't imaginary at all. It lived in the basement, in the darkness beneath the creaking stairs. The thing about Tommy's friend was unsettling. It was tall, impossibly tall, with skin that didn't quite fit right, like wet paper stretched over brittle bones. Its eyes were bottomless pits, the kind you could fall into and never stop falling. And it had just one rule, one simple rule that Tommy had always followed. Don't ask me my name. If you say it, I will take you. For months, Tommy kept his promise. He'd visit his friend in the basement, talk to it, even play games with it sometimes. But one night, something changed. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, drawing Tommy down those basement stairs like a moth to flame. The air was thick with the smell of decay, like autumn leaves left to rot. Shadows seemed to breathe in that space, pulsing with unnatural life, and there it stood in the corner, watching, waiting, its presence heavy as lead. Maybe it was curiosity, or maybe it was fate, but Tommy's voice quivered as he asked the forbidden,
"What's your name? You know mine."
The creature didn't move at first, didn't even blink. Then its mouth began to stretch, wider and wider, until it became something that shouldn't exist on any face.
You shouldn't have asked.
The lights exploded in a shower of sparks, and the darkness, the darkness wasn't empty anymore. Tommy felt it, cold, slick fingers worming their way into his skin, his mind, his very being. It was peeling him apart from the inside, replacing everything that made him Tommy with something else entirely. When the emergency lights finally flickered back on, Tommy stood there. But those weren't his eyes anymore. They were black as pitch. That wasn't his smile. It was too wide, too knowing. He turned to the security camera in the corner, and in a voice that made the walls tremble,
I am cool.
And just like that, little Tommy with the black hair wasn't little Tommy anymore. He became something else entirely. Something that still walks those basement stairs, waiting for another curious child to ask the wrong question.
Subscribe for more jaw-dropping stories.